Hi everybody, I'm Weird Heather and welcome to today's race review. Woo! As you can see, I'm wearing one of my two new race t-shirts. I did the White Rose double season ticket, which consisted of Sheffield half and Leeds half. So as well as the two t-shirts and goodie bags from both of those races, I also, having completed it, got an extra t-shirt, which is this one, which is like this on the front and like this on the back. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so having modelled that t-shirt, I will delve into some of the contents from the goodie bag. So first up, the Arla protein shake. I think it was a strawberry that I got at Sheffield. It was really good. This one's tropical, so fingers crossed that is going to be just as tasty. What else do I have in my bag of tricks? Asda's own brand cherry yogurt protein bar. Okay. 20 grams of protein in that apparently. It's something with the date of Leeds 10k and Sheffield 10k. Oh nice. One of these protein mixes with the black pepper cashews in it, which these are very nice actually. I had one of these at Sheffield. Very good. Tastes gorgeous. I have an Asda caramel chew. I'll save that for the boyfriends because I don't like them. I have another High Five energy gel, which is great because I love orange flavour and this one's orange flavour, so very nice. And I have, which way around does it go? My race t-shirt, which is like this on the front and like this with all the sponsors on the back. So, and it's purple, like the one from Sheffield, which is great because I love purple. It's one of my favourite colours. So yes, and this is Cadbury purple as well, so there's that association with yummy chocolate. And of course, what review would be complete without the medal? Here it is on its pretty yellow ribbon. Very nice. There is free engraving at this event, like there was at Sheffield. So you can have your medal engraved for free with your time or with anything of your choosing as long as it'll fit on. I know some people don't bother with the time. They just put on things like, "We'll run for beer," which always gets a laugh when they shout out your message for you to come and pick up. There is also a beer tent, so you can pick up your free pint of beer. It's a company called Erdinger that's been sponsoring the event. It is non-alcoholic beer, so there's that. But, you know, a beer's a beer. If you want to partake of that, then obviously you can. It's free. Why not? I suppose you will want to know about the actual race. Much like Sheffield, it starts out with hardly any hills. I don't think the hills are as steep at Leeds. I will post the elevation chart here. I personally think there are more of them, or certainly more noticeable hills at Leeds, but that is just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people who say that Sheffield is way worse. Support on the course at Leeds was pretty good. There were drumming bands and people trumpeting. Trumpeting. That sounds weird, doesn't it? People trumpeting. But people in a brass band, you know, playing trumpets, etc. There were lots of children with bowls of jelly babies and wine gums, stuff like that, by the sides of the road, just handing them out. So yeah, that's always good. If you find running downhill particularly challenging, then this one would probably be better for you than Sheffield, because Sheffield has a lot of downhill all at once. Obviously, if running downhill hurts you, maybe you have dodgy knees or something, then Leeds might be the better race of the two, because there is less continual downhill all at once. The thing about Leeds though, the last couple of miles, it's quite open, so there's not much shade at all. And given that traditionally it's always really hot when they have Leeds the race, so for the last 2 miles, which is the part when you're hot, you're tired, you're just wanting it to be over, that's the part where you're running basically in direct sunlight with no shade. Now, I personally cope quite well with heat and running in the heat, so it doesn't bother me too much. But if you are not very good at running in the heat, you might want to reconsider this race. I mean, there's plenty of shade for most of the course. If you can put up with that last 2 miles, great. But the last sort of 2-3 miles, where it is all open and there's not really any shade, that is the section of the course where I started to see people passed out by the side of the road, like waiting for medics or already with medics. I know it's the section I always struggle on. I would have struggled anyway because it's the last section, but then you feel like you're going so slowly, and then you're running into the sun, and there's no relief from that. So it's just something to bear in mind when you are thinking about whether you want to do Leeds or not. And it's one of my favourite races. No, actually, it is the favourite race of mine. It was my first ever half marathon. I love it. I'll be doing it next year, let's face it. So yeah, I really like Leeds. If you liked this review, give me a thumbs up, let me know about it. Comment below if there's anything that you would like to see in future reviews, or if there's any question you would like answered that I've not covered in today's video. Make sure you let me know in the comment section, and then I can answer any questions that you may have. Don't forget to tap that subscribe button if you want to see more fitness related stuff that I do, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.